Hello and welcome back, and we have some breaking news from bbc.com. So let's get straight into this. So 6 former Metropolitan Police officers have been charged with sending racist messages on WhatsApp after a BBC Newsnight investigation. The officers served in various parts of the force, but all spent time in the Diplomatic Protection Group, now known as the Parliamentary and Diplomatic Protection Command. They were not serving during their alleged participation in the group, but the BBC believes serving officers were in the group until early 2022. A statement from the Met said, quote, "The charges follow an investigation by the Met's Directorate of Professional Standards, which was launched following coverage by the BBC's Newsnight programme in October last year," end quote. It said the officers, who retired between 2001 and 2015, have been charged with offences under the Section 127(1)(a) of the Communications Act 2003. They will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on the 7th of September. So the ex-officers charged are Peter Booth, who is charged with 4 counts of sending by public communication grossly offensive racist messages. Robert Lewis, who is 62 years old, charged with 8 counts of sending by public communication grossly offensive racist messages. Also charged with the same is Anthony Elsom, 67, Alan Hall, 67, and Michael Chadwell and Trevor Luton, who are 62 and 65 years old, respectively. So last year, Newsnight was passed. Dozens of messages sent within the chat by a member of the group. The BBC has not reproduced the messages because some of them contain strong racial slurs. Some of the posts referenced the government's Rwanda policy, while others joked about recent flooding in Pakistan, as well as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who also featured in several images alongside racist language. Commander James Harman, who leads the Met's Anti-Corruption and Abuse Command, said, quote, "As soon as we were made aware of these allegations, we acted to launch an investigation. I am pleased that following the determined work of officers, we have been able to secure these charges." He also went on to say, quote, "The honest majority of Met's officers are fully behind this work. They are tired of being let down by a minority in policing, and they are aware of the damage poor behavior can do to our relationship with the communities we serve." He also added, quote, "I recognize announcements about the outcome of our investigations may have the potential to cause further public concern, but I hope it demonstrates our absolute commitment to investigate any corrupt and abusive behavior from the Met," end quote. So there we have it, a quick summary. These ex-officers will appear at Westminster's Magistrates Court on the 7th of September. Focusing right now on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex specifically because they were featured in what this article says are several images alongside racist language. It truly does affirm the fact that Meghan and Harry have gone through quite a bit. Compound the fact that on top of what Harry and Meghan were facing head on, with all of the vitriol and the online discourse concerning them, that even in these senior positions of people who have been in positions where they are actually enforcing the law, they themselves were supposed to be abiding by the law, that there was this whole corrupt behavior that was going on, mocking, of course, Meghan specifically for being biracial. And isn't it interesting when some people say that she did not face any kind of racism in the UK, that, you know, her and Harry are always on the privacy tour as people have mocked them and the talking about them whining about, you know, things they've gone through. But in fact, for a lot of people, they've not even tasted even a quarter of what Meghan has gone through in her time in the UK. And also, a while ago, there were some other Met officers that were sacked for making, quote, abhorrent comments in a group chat, including a racist joke about the Duchess of Sussex. I'm not even sure if I can repeat what they said here. Let's see. I wouldn't want this upload to become a sensitive topic, according to YouTube's guidelines. Apparently, there was a tribunal held and details were heard concerning several racist posts, including one containing a racist slur about the Duchess of Sussex shortly before her marriage to Prince Harry. And apparently, this is what it was. They had compared Meghan to a... Am I going to say it? Let me just put the word here on the screen. Yeah, I don't want YouTube coming up after this video. So that was what they had said, and they had said this well before Meghan was getting married to Harry. And the image from the group showed that toy, which was captioned, "A sneak preview at Meghan's wedding dress," in quotes. So you can see that was just another taste of what she was going through, even without knowing that she was going through it. This was like a WhatsApp chat that they're all having there, where they're mocking her for being mixed race. And also, there was a time as well that there was a package that British police had to investigate after a package containing a mysterious substance, in quotes, which the media reported was addressed to Prince Harry and Meghan, sent to a royal palace. Can you imagine that? And it was sent to St. James's Palace, and the police later confirmed that the substance was non-suspicious, but it also had a letter. Counterterrorism officers were treating a letter which accompanied the package as a racist hate crime. That was according to a Met Police statement. So that was happening all that while, whilst all we are ever hearing now from certain sections of the press is that Harry and Meghan were just whining and they never went through anything. And, they're on this whole, quote, privacy tour, and, they are trying to make themselves out to be victims or capitalizing off of a victimhood narrative, which in fact they have not. Anytime Harry has spoken out, even in his book, he was trying to set the record straight on all of the media blitz of lies that had been against him and Meghan, all of the things that she had to just silently endure. When one considers all that Meghan especially had to go through, even while she was pregnant with Archie, and with the culmination in it affecting her mental health, and Prince Harry seeing all of this, all of the lies in the press, and knowing that he had to step his family back from that, and also set the record straight and give the public their side of the story, because we had heard a whole other side. And we can all agree there is no enemy like an enemy with a megaphone like the media, because Harry and Meghan have gone up against them, taken some of these tabloid outlets to court, and won, might I add. We've seen them lie time and time again about Prince Harry not being committed to his military obligations, and he had to take them to court. Meghan as well. And right now, Prince Harry is in the midst of his own legal actions against some of these outlets. And still, there is the press giving out that type of narrative that they're just whining about nothing, when in fact, that's really not the case. So back to this story. There is some movement here. We are seeing that ex-officers will be held to account for their, quote, grossly offensive racist messages against Meghan. So was Meghan welcomed in the UK as she came? Yes, she did. But was there also a side of it where there was this whole upturn of racism that just kind of was turned to the top? Yes, she went through that too. And people cannot just say because, they get to wear tiaras and live on palace grounds that then the flip side of it is okay. Why can't she have a healthy environment to raise her children? And if that's not going to be guaranteed, then I think, yes, Prince Harry had to step them back. Once again, it was not Megxit, it was Prince Harry's decision. But try and tell that to all the people who blame Meghan for breaking up Harry and his brother's relationship, which Harry himself has talked about saying was really not that strong to begin with. But you know what? Justice, it rolls on and it always prevails. So I wanted to share this with you. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. And also, give me your quick thoughts on a comment that was spoken by the rapper Ice Cube when he was asked about Meghan being in the royal family. and saying that, her and Harry would have made more changes staying in. Do you agree with that statement that they should have stayed in place and endured all of, the negativity? Or was it better for them just kind of step away and watch out for their mental health and their children moving forward? Because Meghan, with her own experiences and what she went through, I don't think she wanted any of that for her kids. And Prince Harry did not want to see his family going through that, being scapegoated, stories being leaked about them in the press, a narrative being formed about his wife that she was difficult, an angry black woman. She was abrasive and calling people at odd hours of the night, being basically difficult, Duchess difficult. And all the onslaught that was just consistent against Meghan. And I always like to postulate this to the people in the UK who consistently get such negative coverage about this couple. Just ask yourselves the why, because that's a huge family there. Some people there who have testified in the past that they don't sweat don't even get half the negative coverage that Meghan gets. And none of you ask why. I'm guessing a lot of you have never even interacted with her for more than even a quick minute if you got to see her on a walkabout. So how can you know that much about her to actually hate her when the mouthpieces themselves have said that it is staff of the royal family and the royal family themselves who are leaking stories about this couple to you? So ask yourselves, why all the negativity against Harry and Meghan? Why all the negative headlines? What's the purpose of it? And why do you believe that, Harry and Meghan are just so insufferable with everything they do when they go on even charitable endeavors, that they just need to go in their houses and keep quiet? Who benefits from them just being quiet? I would say first and foremost, the outlets that they are currently suing would just like them to go away. And it's a 1+1. Harry and Meghan have sued some of these outlets and won. The ones who went out of their way to actually print a letter that Meghan had mailed to her dad, knowing that that was so abhorrent, and did it anyway, and Meghan sued and won. And here Prince Harry has also taken them to court and is taking them to court. Why wouldn't it be just in the formula of this that some of these outlets would just want to keep churning out all the negativity against this couple with their huge megaphone of all their outlets that they have? Why wouldn't they want to do that to retaliate against Harry and Meghan? So just ask yourselves, why do they want you to hate them this much? Because right now, look at these headlines. Harry has gone to Singapore and had gone previously to Japan for a good cause, for Sentabale. Look at the takeaway from some of these outlets. Why does it always have to be negative? He didn't whine about anything. He went there, he did his thing, played polo for the charity Sentabale. But look at these headlines. Not even what good work this has been, just him being, quote, ignored. What does that got to do with anything? And Meghan herself just being out and about doing her own thing. Somehow they want to twist that as her going on a privacy tour. Why is it a tour if she's just outside her own community there in Montecito? So just ask yourselves, why the negativity? Why the hate? Just look at these headlines on Meghan. The first stories that pop up about her are divorce, are what she wants in return for, Prince Harry and her separating, and on and on. How do they know this? And why is it always negative? And by the way, I'm just going to add this right here. I think that some of what we see at the moment is because some of these entities, I'll call them that, some of these people want Harry and Meghan to fail. I also believe that some of this stems from the fact that Harry and Meghan, having stepped back from being senior working members of the royal family, and a lot of these mouthpieces saying that they expected them to fade away into obscurity and to fail, and seeing it actually not working like that, seeing them securing multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix, and Prince Harry doing well with his charity Sentabale, and Invictus Games that's on the horizon has really got them in a tizzy. And seeing them happy and thriving and hearing them just going out to basketball games and having fun, it kind of flies in the face of that narrative that Harry and Meghan would fail. And in fact, I do want to say that I think a lot of these people would like them to fail so that Prince Harry can go back, because in my opinion, the royal family do need Prince Harry. I did make a video about that, by the way. I've been teasing it for a while about how, Prince Harry and Meghan are still needed by the royal family, and even Prince Harry more so, because as many of you have said, they would not mind Prince Harry going back without Meghan. And Harry loves Meghan. Harry loves his kids. That's not happening. And I will upload that video. I know I've been teasing it for a while. I'm just looking for the right time. So yeah, never doubt that they need Prince Harry and Meghan to somehow fail and go back with tail between legs, so to speak, to validate the fact that they need those titles. They need that HRH. They need, to be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to survive. In fact, everywhere people just tend to know them as Harry and Meghan, And I think we all know outside of the UK, it's not about the HRH. It's not about them being the Duke and Duchess of this. They are their own brand. People love them. They are fun. They are, this couple, they are charming, amazing together. They are a great team. And the best is yet to come for them. So anyway, I would go on and on about that, but I do have a video on that. I will release it. So keep it here. Click that subscribe button and notification bell. When that upload drops, you will be the first to know. So once again, share your thoughts on this news that these 6 former Met officers have been charged with sending racist messages, which included the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Share your thoughts in the comment section. And also, by the way, for those of you in the UK, especially who stand for, just doing the right thing by Harry and Meghan, who've been speaking up against the injustices that have been so evident, you are appreciated. We see you. You are doing a great job. White or black, you are just amazing. You rock, and keep on doing that. So it's not a blanket statement, once again, to say that Harry and Meghan have faced racism. It's not from everyone, but we must acknowledge where we have seen it and call it out and hope for change, right? So thank you all for watching. Share your thoughts on this in the comment section below. And also, quick plug, don't forget to follow this channel's Twitter account. Link will be appearing here. I would love to see you on there. Let's grow over there too. Thank you so much. As always, before we log off, a special thank you to all who support this channel financially, and I would like to shout out a couple of you here by name. A special thank you to you. Kristen Rowe, thank you so much for choosing to come along with me on this YouTube journey. I love you. God bless you. Thank you as well to you, Corliss J. McClendon. You have been so faithful in your love and giving towards this channel. I do appreciate you, and I pray for God to bless you abundantly. Thank you as well to Delcinia Preston. I absolutely appreciate you for how you've been so generous and supportive of my work. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you as well to you, Noreen Bengali. You are so sweet and dear. I appreciate you. Thank you. You've been very kind and supportive of my work. I truly appreciate you. Once again, leave your thoughts on all this news in the comment section below. And once again, follow this channel's Twitter account. Link will be appearing in the cards and at the end screens. I would love to build that platform with you there. And once again, thank you so very much to all who support this channel, who've chosen to come along with me on this YouTube journey. I do love you. God bless. If you liked this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. It truly does help out the channel. And if you want to watch more videos, click the links in the cards and at the end screens, and I will see you there. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.